Hello everyone. There are many skills to master when learning English language. Oral communication is one of them. This is when you use language to verbally transmit information and ideas. Oral communication can be formal, such as giving presentations, delivering speeches, or giving classroom lectures. Or it can be informal, like chatting with your friends, talking over the phone, or participating in discussion. Let's focus today on how we can effectively participate in discussions. When you know the topic of discussion beforehand, it is important to come prepared. While you may already be familiar with the topic, you can do research on your own, read up on it, and make mind maps for your discussion. The key to having a discussion is participation, and you can only participate if you have something valuable to contribute. Participating can be a little scary at first, but it's important to have confidence to express yourself in a group. A good rule of thumb is to try and say at least 3 things throughout the discussion. Suppose if you are starting off, you could use an opening statement that connects to your topic. For example, I think today's topic is very exciting, or our topic today is relevant to our lives because, or even I am so happy that today we are discussing. You can also share ideas that you have come prepared with, or you can also ask a question, such as, may I ask, or can I add on to this point? Or I also think that. Another way to participate is to give your opinion on someone else's ideas or explain why a certain point made you feel a certain way. You can say, I completely agree. I like what you just said. Or, I am sorry, I disagree with this point because, and so on. Remember, when you have something to say, you can raise your hand or just wait for a pause in the conversation. When expressing an idea, always explain using examples and evidences that back up your idea. So, instead of sharing random ideas, you ground them with facts and mention your source of information. By doing this, other people will understand and more likely agree with what you're saying. For instance, if you want to say that domestic violence is a social evil, you can refer to the news or someone you know who is suffering from it. This also prompts others to add their own evidence and add on to your point. Listening attentively is a skill that most of us lack. Remember, your participation in a discussion is more than just talking about your own ideas. Often, we are thinking so hard about what we will say that we forget to listen to what others are saying. A discussion depends on ideas bouncing back and forth, not just one person talking and others agreeing. Think about it in this way. You already know what you have to say. Listening to others will help you learn more. My final tip for you is the most important of all. So, pay attention. It is vital to respect other people during a discussion. Always remember that people come from diverse backgrounds, and so we all have different perspectives. Never speak when someone else is speaking, and never say their ideas are wrong or stupid. If you need to, just ask them for evidence to support their stance. When you disagree, make sure you have a reason or evidence for disagreement. You can bring it up by politely saying, I disagree on this idea because. On the other hand, if you like someone's contribution, remember to praise them. Those were all my tips on having a group discussion. Let's recap once quickly. We first learned that when you participate in a discussion, you should come prepared, speak up, and refer to evidence that supports your stance. To refer to something means to bring people's attention to it. In addition, when in a discussion, be ready to actively listen and remain respectful towards others. Next, let's witness a group discussion on social evils present in society and their remedial measures.